Hi everybody, welcome to another Facebook Live video. My name is Ross Prime, the Membership Director here at ACFE, and I'm joined by Sarah Ellis.
Hello.
Our Partnership Manager and resident Las Vegas expert.
That's what they call me.
We are going to be talking about all things Las Vegas today. We're gearing up for our 29th annual ACFE Global Conference, and we're excited that we're going to be in Las Vegas at the Mandalay Bay. So we're going to be talking about the Mandalay Bay, we're going to be talking about fun things to do in Las Vegas, ways to get around, and then we also have a great event hosted by our Las Vegas chapter that I'll be talking about also. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section, and if we are able to, we'll answer them here live. Otherwise, we will answer them after we get back. So the first thing is we're going to be at the Mandalay Bay. Have you been to the Mandalay Bay, Sarah?
I have been to the Mandalay Bay, and I went solo, had a little extra time one time in Vegas, checked out a few exhibits there, put $1 in a slot machine. I'm not a gambler,
Okay.
but I always like to put $1 in just to say I did it.
Did you walk away winner?
I walked away a quick loser.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, but Mandalay Bay is at the very end, the very south side of the Strip, so we'll help you with that, how to navigate.
And it's a great property. I've been there also. Went there for a wedding. It's a really pretty place, and we're excited to be there for the conference. So there's a couple of things I want to make sure that you know. The first suggestion I would have would be to get there early.
Yes.
Kind of get a lay of the land. You almost want to kind of figure out your morning commute. What's it going to be like to go from your room to the conference? And
which could take a long time. I mean, I've been at the end of a hallway sometimes, and it takes a good 15, 20 minutes to get from your room to the actual convention center. So plan for the walk.
Right. So you do have a morning commute you have to deal with, maybe less traffic, but you're still going to have to figure that out there. So I'd say get there early and figure out what the space looks like. Where we are going to be, where the conference is going to be, is the South Convention Center. So that's where almost all of the conference stuff is going to take place. So if you're in the casino or you're looking around, just follow signs for that South Convention Center. Levels 2 and 3 are where a lot of the events are going to be taking place. So our exhibit hall is going to be on level 2, along with our general session. The general session's where you have you'll see your keynote speakers, you have your working lunches, your group lunches. The exhibit hall is also on that same floor. So you'll get your continental breakfast, our welcome reception. You can visit exhibitors. I'll be at the membership booth.
Yeah, I'll be at the partnership booth.
So feel free to stop by the exhibit hall. That's in the Shoreline on that level 2. And then level 3 is where all the breakout sessions are going to take place. So all your breakouts, pre-conference sessions, post-conference sessions, all that stuff is going to be on level 3 in the South Convention Center.
Signage will be everywhere. So look for all the conference-themed ACFE stuff, but...
Yeah, power-up stuff is going to be everywhere.
Yes.
You're going to see that. So follow those signs. And like I said, it's a quick walk, at least through the casino. But, like we said, plan ahead and figure out what that walk from your room is going to be like.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's not just the conference center stuff that's going on at the Mandalay Bay. Like I said, it's a really pretty property. There's a lot of fun stuff to do there. For example, one of the top things to do is the pool. And it actually has real sand. There's hundreds of cabanas that you can rent. There's a wave pool. So if you're able to escape the AC, I would suggest checking out the pool.
Definitely try it.
Another thing is the Shark Reef Aquarium.
I went.
You did?
I did.
And?
It was moving. The Shark Reef Aquarium, it was fantastic. It doesn't take too long to go through. I'd say maybe 25, 30 minutes. But it's a good $25 well spent.
Awesome.
Take your camera, you get to see all kinds of exotic stuff and be mesmerized by sharks swimming above your head.
And if you want to, if you're brave enough, you can actually schedule you can dive with the sharks, apparently. I saw
Don't
that on
be that guy.
I saw that. I'm just saying, I wouldn't do that. I'm not a shark diving guy, but
you
if you
can pet
are.
a stingray.
Yeah, there you
That's cool too. They're actually pretty friendly.
And apparently they have a rare golden crocodile.
Yes, they do.
I don't think it lays golden eggs, but it might because it's Las Vegas. You never know. So you can check out the aquarium. And then another one of the things that's big in Las Vegas is the Cirque du Soleil shows. Mm-hmm. And the one that is at the Mandalay Bay property is Michael Jackson's One. Sarah, what's your favorite Michael Jackson song?
Oh, give me a couple to choose from.
So some of the big ones are, of course, like Billie Jean, Thriller,
Can't get over
Beat
those.
It. My personal favorite is PYT, but there's also Smooth Criminal, Dirty Diana, Man in the Mirror. That's a good, reflective song.
What about The one from Free Willy.
Oh. All I can picture right now is the little boy standing there and the shark like jumping over him.
That's
the whale.
the one.
That's the one. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember the name of it, but
close second is Billie Jean.
okay. All right. That's a good list. So there's shows, there's the pool, there's the aquarium, there's a bunch of fun stuff to do, and of course there's a giant casino. So whether you're just a throw a dollar in a machine type of person or you're a high roller, the Mandalay Bay has that type of stuff for you also. So it's not just the Mandalay Bay. In Las Vegas, there's so much stuff to do.
So much to do.
There's shows and restaurants and casinos and all sorts of stuff, and there's even like natural things you can do.
Oh, all kinds. So I guess, obviously, lead in with the shows. There's the Michael Jackson one there, but if you start roaming around, there's it's a water feature one. It'll mesmerize you.
There's the Beatles show.
The Beatles
right?
show. Caw. It's just this giant battle it's really impressive. That's the one I recommend. That's at MGM.
There's also what I heard called Absinthe, which is apparently you have to, I would say it's an R-rated show that you have to be okay with raunchy jokes, but I've heard that that's also a fun time as well.
There's plenty of R-rated stuff in Vegas. Lots of adult shows to see, but magic shows, musicals, Donnie and Marie.
I cannot name any Donnie and Marie songs. I don't know if that was...
I can't either,
okay,
but I know that they have a standing show there.
Yes,
I know
do.
that is the case.
Yeah.
But whatever you do, you're going to have a lot of fun nightlife-wise. And so remember, we will have coffee and food waiting for you in the morning in the exhibit hall, which you will need.
And it's a desert, don't forget. So drink water every once in a while.
Drink water. Come on, people. Drink water through the day. We'll give you water bottles. Fill it up frequently.
You're right.
So shows-wise, that's kind of good. Restaurants, I mean...
You're a foodie. You, like...
I am.
Right?
I love to eat. But I don't want to go to your typical Joe Schmo restaurant.
Right.
I want something off the beaten path. So if you're that type of person, I'd recommend looking them up beforehand. Maybe Eater Las Vegas or Zagat.
I'm with you either way.
Those are great. TripAdvisor is good for some things. I don't recommend their food
what
listings.
about Yelp? Are you okay with Yelp?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yelp is good.
Okay.
But I would definitely, for the top ones, I would definitely go with Eater or Zagat. But if you get off the strip, you're going to find some local places that are a little more low-key, unique, and that's my recommendation. But on the strip, I mean, I gotta love me some Gordon Ramsay, and he's got some restaurants, so I look him up beforehand. He has like 5 of them. I'm gonna go to one. But if you have a favorite, do your research beforehand, and also book a table now, because when you get there, you can't make reservations a couple of days in advance. You have to make them now. So if you have a big group especially, go ahead and look it up, book a table, and plan on that, because you won't be able to do it when it gets close, or you'll just have to wait a long time.
Yeah, I think those are awesome suggestions. I like to look at the dollar signs when I'm looking for, and I'm like, okay, how much am I comfortable spending?
We know you're on per diems.
And so, $2 signs, and then I'll look at the restaurants and go go from there. So that's the way
I like to pick $5.
Those are
mine. Right. Those are my restaurants.
Right. Okay. That's pretty awesome. We have a couple of questions. I want to start with one, and it's, will the conference be streamed live? So we do have a virtual conference, and I would suggest registering for that if you're unable to make it to Las Vegas. So just go to fraudconference.com, and you can find out information about our virtual conference. And then if you're attending the conference, you can still do an add-on and see some of those sessions that you didn't get a chance to see, because you can't be in 2 places at once. So I would suggest checking out fraudconference.com for the virtual conference if you're looking for a streaming event. And then there's one more question, and it's, where can we find out who the keynote speakers are? So again, fraudconference.com, there's a nice little drop down that says speakers, and you can...
Keynotes at the top.
Keynotes at the top, there we go. So you can see who our keynotes are going to be as well. So we did restaurants, we did shows, casinos, like Sarah mentioned at the beginning.
They're everywhere.
They're everywhere. Mandalay Bay's at one end. If you just want to walk and just go to the other casinos, feel free. There's also Old Vegas, or downtown...
That's just what I was going to say.
Fremont Street.
Yep. Yeah, Fremont Street. They'll have it blocked off so you can kind of walk around there. But there's things to do. There's a mob museum.
Oh, wow.
There's a zip line called Slotzilla.
Oh, okay. And there's like a canopy over the top, and like there's a light show that goes on, right?
Every night, yeah.
I like Old Vegas because the casinos are much smaller, everything's really close, and you can just bounce around from the different places.
And it's cheaper.
Yes.
You're gonna find cheaper things there.
More of the like $2 sign, like my crowd, maybe, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. But when you're talking about casinos, what special things some of them have, I mean, exhibits like at the Luxor, I think is right next door to Mandalay Bay. They have bodies, they have a Titanic exhibit. Never seen the Titanic exhibit, but I'm sure it's pretty awesome. But the bodies one, you can get this close to bodies.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
It's cool.
Yeah.
There's the Botanical Gardens at the Bellagio. Seasonally, they change out the flowers for something for you to walk through, and it's just gorgeous. You'll just be wrapped in floral smells.
I like the Bellagio property. That's really nice. And then
it's
the fountains
pretty.
at the Bellagio, that's
the
always
fountains.
a place to stop.
On the hour, I think is when
so.
they go, unless it's too windy. So if it's windy, don't waste your time waiting around. They're not going to do it. The Mirage has Siegfried and Roy's Secret Garden and Dolphin Habitat. And there's a CSI experience at MGM Grand that I've heard is pretty cool if you like that kind of thing.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Yeah.
So there's shows and casinos and all that type of stuff, but there's also things outside of Las Vegas to do. And we're talking about Mandalay Bay, meaning the end of the south side of the Strip. You know, if you just, from walking distance from the Mandalay Bay, if you want to get that picture, the Welcome to Fabulous Las Vegas, it's within walking distance.
Yes, that is on the closer
snap
side.
a selfie, and then you can send it to your friends, and they can be jealous that you're having a great time in Las Vegas.
They will be.
Right? So there's something you can do that's not, I guess, technically gambling, but there's so much other stuff to do.
Oh, if you get off the Strip, if you want to take a car, rent a car, there might be shuttles depending on your adventure, but there's helicopter tours. There's the giant dam, old Hoover.
Hoover Dam.
Hoover Dam.
And we have in our conference community, so if you're registered to go to the annual conference, you're a part of our discussions and a part of the conference community, and we have a group that has started that's going to go to the Hoover Dam.
Yes.
So
it's only about a 30-minute drive, I think.
So if you're interested in that, go into the conference community and join the discussion, and you can you can network and also go see the Hoover Dam at the same time.
Yeah,
so
and if you're going early or staying late, and you might have an afternoon or something like that, there's a lot of hiking and outdoor activities to do. There's actually, CNN posted a top 10 things to do outside of town, so just look it up, CNN Explorer list. It's there, and it's easy to find. Ghost towns.
Oh, no, Red Rock Canyon. Golfing. Okay, Red Rock Canyon is just like the other way from Hoover Dam, like half an hour or so. It's not the Grand Canyon or anything, but it is Red Rock, and apparently it's great hiking. It might be a little hot to do like a serious hike.
Maybe that'd be a good evening activity.
Right? Maybe so. So there's also that. And then there's one other thing that I know that if you want to take in some sights, if you go to the link, there's a high roller ride, and it's this giant Ferris wheel that you sit in these like glass pods, and they take you up like 500 feet in the air. It doesn't move too fast, like a foot a second is what I read, so not too bad. And since it's Las Vegas, you can have an open bar in your pod too.
In the pod.
Yeah, so there's that. So you can also do that if
you're talking about rides. There's roller coasters. I don't. Personally, I do plenty of dangerous things every day, like waking up. I'm not going to get on a roller coaster that goes outside or over a building, but I think there's 3 major ones, and apparently they're fun if you like a thrill.
Right.
You could go sand duning, get a dune buggy.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
I would do that. Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun. I haven't done it in Las Vegas, but I would definitely, that's something I would do,
Yep. But, just walk the Strip. You don't have to spend any money to do that, and there is enough entertainment and people watching to get you by there. Pro tip, don't take any business cards from anyone on the street. Just saying.
I will say that's really, really good advice. And when you are walking the Strip, just be careful. Those buildings are farther than you think.
Much further than they think, yeah.
I mean, if you're walking towards the giant pyramid, it sometimes feels like it's moving, and it's not, even though you've been walking for like 25 minutes.
Well, from the south side where we are, Mandalay Bay, to the north is the new Strip, not the old town, downtown, that's even further. But it's about 4 miles. And you look and you think, it's just right there. But I mean, you're gonna walk a couple of miles in the hotel alone.
Right.
So there's ways to get around that you don't have to really cover 4 miles by foot if you can avoid it. Is it time to talk about that?
Yeah, go for it. What are the ways to get around?
Well, one way from hotel to hotel, there are trams, and there's the Las Vegas Monorail. And on the south side, we'll just start there since that's where we are in Mandalay Bay. You can take that up to, I believe it goes, let's see, what's the one with the castle? Excalibur. So it goes from our hotel to Excalibur, and then from there it'll go from the Monte Carlo all the way up to the Bellagio.
Okay.
But if you want to go further, you need to cross on a pedestrian bridge. You're going to do a lot of pedestrian bridges.
Yeah.
They're useful. You don't want to fight the cars. The cars there are crazy people. The drivers are aggressive. But
it's not a game of Frogger you want to play. Just
but you
use
can
the
look up
bridge.
a map. Look up Las Vegas Monorail. Google it, and you'll easily find that. I think it'll be the first thing that pops up, and it'll show you which hotels actually can pick you up, and you can just go hopping around on the rail.
Nice. That's an easy way to get around.
Yeah.
I also like to do rideshare stuff.
Ride shares.
Yeah.
So taxis, ride shares, it's kind of your preference. I personally like a ride share because you don't have to get out your wallet.
Right.
You download an app,
Yeah.
it's already on your phone, your card's in there, and then they pick you up, drop you off, and you don't have to awkwardly wait and pay and hold up a line. The thing to know about ride shares, ask for the receipt. You'll get it emailed to you later.
Right.
But the thing to remember about ride shares and hotels is they have a different pickup location than the taxis usually. So don't go to the front desk trying to get an Uber or a Lyft. Ask the hotel where their ride share pickup station is, and they'll send you that way. It's usually the opposite side of the building. Okay. But useful to know, especially if your car's coming in 5 minutes and you go the wrong entrance. That has happened. Yeah. But taxis, they're great, and there's plenty of them. But yeah, you don't have to keep up with anything if you do a ride share.
Right. Yeah.
It's just easy. I heard about a limo option. Do you know more about this?
I just know sometimes it can be cheaper if you have a big group to actually get a limo from the airport to your hotel than it can be for a taxi.
Big group,
yeah.
right.
So if you have a big group, maybe it's a chance to ride in style, right?
Yeah, ride in style. Some final champagne toasts on our way home or something. But those are pretty much the best options. Walking, again, it's far, people, and really wear comfortable shoes.
Yeah.
You're gonna wear your pedometer.
Right.
You're gonna get your steps in. That's definitely one of the things.
So we got one more question that came in, and it was, how do we find the conference group, the message board? And so that's a great question since I referenced that earlier. So if you go to connect.acfe.com, that's our discussion board in our ACFE community. Now, it is a members-only group, so only members will be able to access the discussions that are behind there. But if you're a conference attendee, then you have access to the 29th annual conference group, and then you can go in there and sign up for that tour or participate in any of the other discussions that are going on, because there's more networking events and meetups that are happening in their group. And there's also a lot of conference information talking about what's going on in the membership booth, for example, or some of the other networking events that we have going on. So if you're a member and you're going to the conference, definitely check out that at connect.acfe.com. And you mentioned wear walking shoes. I would say, yes, we're going to a desert and it's going to be really hot, but don't forget, in the conference itself, you might get cold because you're going to be sitting there. So
they
don't forget
overcompensate for the heat outside. They make it freezing inside. So bring layers.
Right. Yeah.
Definitely. I don't know. What else?
I feel like,
the chapter event.
Yes, thank you.
The chapter event.
So our Vegas chapter is doing a really good job, and they're hosting an event. So it's benefiting the ACFE Foundation, and the ACFE Foundation provides scholarships for college students. So it's really, we're supporting the next wave of fraud fighters. And it's a poker tournament, so Texas Hold'em Poker. The buy-in is $125. And the event is at the Mandalay Bay. Yes, for a good cause. The event is at the Mandalay Bay in the poker room. So it starts on Tuesday, June 19th, and the registration is at 6:30. The actual cards will start being dealt at 7. So it's going to be after our little networking reception on Tuesday. So it's at the Mandalay Bay. I would check it out. The top prize, if you are the winner, and you'll get either $600 or a registration for next year's conference. But there's a bunch of other great prizes. You don't have to just come in first. But I think it's a great thing that our
if you're going to be
chapter's doing.
gambling anyways,
Yeah.
gamble for a good cause.
Right. Set aside a little bit of money and gamble for a good cause, and have some fun with your conference attendees. And like I said, the Las Vegas chapter is putting on that event, and you can actually register for it now if you just go to fraudconference.com/networking, and you can just scroll down on the page. You'll see the chapter event, and you can RSVP right there. So I would suggest you do that as well. I feel like that's it.
I think that covers it. No more questions. Last chance. But pretty much do your research beforehand. You're not going to sleep very much, but you can sleep when you get home. You'll appreciate it more then. I'd say pull out that sequin dress and that plaid suit that don't get to come out of the closet very often. This is your time to let your flag fly.
How did you know I have a plaid suit? Man.
I didn't.
Oh, okay.
You're out. But have fun, enjoy yourself, and have things in mind. Make your reservations.
Yep.
Kind of have a plan. You don't have to follow it, but it'd be good to have loose guidelines or you're going to regret it. And if all else fails, look for somebody wearing one of these jackets.
Our ACFE blazer.
We'll be wearing these. All of our staff, there's like 50 of us, and we can help you. So I think that covers it.
All right.
See you in
ya.
Vegas.